Dr. Mike here. So you want to live forever-ish? Well, then you got to know what's in and what's not. Stay tuned to find out.
You're listening to Live Foreverish, a show dedicated to helping you live just a little longer. Here's your hosts, Dr. Mike and Dr. Crystal Gossard.
All right, welcome to Live Foreverish, the ins and outs of living forever-ish, which is, maybe a little longer, but a whole lot stronger.
That's right. Hey, you said it right.
I said it right. Yeah, I had to really think about it in my brain.
Yeah, we struggle with that one.
Yeah. And so, and again, just to clarify all of that, it just means, living and good energy, no matter what you're even going through. We're not even talking, it's disease free. It's just
such a good point.
It's optimizing your health, your energy, your sleep. All of that is living forever-ish, regardless of what you might be going through.
Yes. And if you want to live forever-ish, you have to have normal bowel movements.
And that's our first end. That was a really nice transition. Good job. So normal bowel movements is number one here. I mean, come on. Just in general, if you're not doing number twos regularly and you're constipated, it's just people, you don't feel good.
Oh, yes.
Irritable, just bloaty.
Yeah.
It's not just stomach stuff. Yeah.
Yes. It almost makes you feel lethargic.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's so common. Many people are dealing with this. And of course, I always like to debunk what people think is normal. You don't have to have a bowel movement every day.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
People are sometimes shocked to find out, it would be good to have one. I know I feel good when I have one every day.
I always I like the answer. What a good bowel movement every day, it would be nice. But there are people who are perfectly fine, feel perfectly great, and they have it once every 2 days, and there's other people that have 3 or 4 in a day. So it's very personalized. And the biggest thing, when we did a whole show on poop, remember this?
Yeah.
And the whole thing I think we kind of summarized it was, you got to know your pattern, what it looks like, right? How often, what's it feel like, all that. That is, that's your normal pattern.
Right.
And you look for things off that pattern.
Right.
That might.
And is it off because of a medication? Is it off because
you're stressed? You're
traveling.
You're going through something maybe in life. So there's different reasons for all that. But just generally speaking, normal bowel movements, whatever that is for you, is living forever-ish because you just feel better.
Yep. And so we're featuring a study published in BMC Gastroenterology, looking at functional constipation, which is this constipation, no real cause, no real medication cause. And you're dealing with difficult and or painful passage, sometimes hard stools. And we're reporting the findings of a randomized double-blind placebo-controlled study looking at chicory inulin, a kind of fiber that comes from chicory, which is this kind of, it's an herbaceous plant.
Yeah.
Oh, somewhat woody.
How available is that outside of a study?
You mean
like inulin from pure inulin?
You can. I've seen it. I see it in. It's used now in a lot of teas.
Okay, all right.
I find it in many teas, and it's a replacement for some coffee. Okay. So it's available.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, chicory, and you can have
chicory root.
But what's really working here is the inulin.
Right.
That's helping you to have that bowel movement. So with all that said, what did they find with this inulin?
So this was the dose and duration, 4 weeks daily of 12 grams of chicory inulin in 39 individuals. And so they were having 2 defecations per week. So I just wanted to lay that foundation, 2 per week. And they assessed.
That was before. That's
right.
Okay. Yeah.
And they assess stool frequency, consistency, and constipation-related quality of life, which is what you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
How it can just impact your quality of life. They also looked at the the microbiota of the fecal samples. And the participants' stool frequency improved from once every 3 to 4 days to once every second day.
Oh, it almost sounded like you said once every second. No, once every.
Well, that would be
maybe
the other end of the spectrum.
Yeah, we need to maybe pull back. Yeah, so again, just more bowel movements, and that's going to make you feel better overall. And
no change in the consistency, and I like that because some of the strategies to manage functional constipation, like your magnesium, your vitamin C,
all more watery. You're losing water,
a little more watery, and so it's nice to have nice firm stools as well.
Yeah.
So no change in consistency, improvements in quality of life related symptoms, and more like a better abundance of some of your good gut bugs.
Yeah.
So all of the above, again, 4 weeks,
check.
12 grams, improving bowel movement.
Let's go to in number 2. This is actually a really good idea, I think. Prescriptions for produce. I mean, so basically this is your doctor or your healthcare provider writing you. Is that what this is?
Yes. And I guess the short of it, yes. And the whole idea is having coverage for it through insurance.
Oh, wait.
So that's why it's called prescription.
Meaning if I fulfill this prescription and I'm buying which is buying veggies and fruits, right? Mm-hmm. I can get what? Like it's discount, like reimbursed?
It pays for it. So it's almost like a prescription card. And it's not like a true prescription, but your doctor will give it to you. And so let me just describe it here. So when a healthcare provider refers a patient, typically someone with a diet-related illness or at high risk and or food insecure, to a program that gives vouchers, cards, other financial incentives to obtain fresh and sometimes frozen and canned fruits and veggies. So this is a part of this food as medicine movement that we're seeing. And I put some examples here of where this is happening real time. People, their doctors are giving them these cards this is happening in Washington, D.C. DC Medicaid enrolled patients. So the insurance companies are kind of fitting the bill for this, who are experiencing a diet-related chronic illness. And they receive monthly funds using a preloaded produce prescription card for 6 months, and they can use it to shop at grocery stores. And these are big grocery store retail. I mean, some of them that we know, Costco participates, Giant, Harris Teeter, Safeway, Walmart. And this is not, this is not like a SNAP card or something. This is for people with a chronic illness, for them to buy fruit and vegetables.
I think it's a great idea because, and it still happens, right? How often do you hear your doctor say, well, you need to eat better and exercise? All right, bye. And so what they're doing here is, you need to eat better. We need more vegetables. We need more fruits. And by the way, that is living Foreverish, because we know the more fruits and vegetables you eat, the healthier you are. Come on, let's just be honest. Let's not get into the sugar and whatever. But now you're saying, and here I'm gonna help you do this.
Well, I mean, if they give you the prescription for medication, so why not? I'm not going to prescribe this medication to you. What I'm going to prescribe are more fruit and vegetables to help you to improve your state of health. And so I did put a study because there are now, what we need is more research evaluating these programs to see, do we see meaningful outcomes?
So far, it looks like
in these people.
So far.
Right.
For this research that you have here, there was improvements in fruit and vegetable intake, food security, health status for adults and children, and clinically relevant improvements in hemoglobin A1C.
So blood sugar improved.
Blood pressure, BMI. I mean, come on.
It's great.
I love it.
So we just need more. I wanted to bring some awareness to this because I don't think you would apply. Many programs are still in pilot, but we are seeing it incorporated in some, recipients of Medicare, Medicaid.
Mm-hmm.
We need it in all states. And obviously, there'll need to be some policy around it, but I think it's a great idea.
What would be really good if the government got behind something like this is also making sure that we are handling food deserts. You people that need more fruit and vegetable intake, more fresh food, they're surrounded by fast food. They call those food deserts.
Yeah.
Right. So, putting in more Costco's and more something like that in those places,
or just getting food, a more fresh fruit and veggies in like the corner bodegas and like where people shop.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I see it in the stores like the Family Dollars and those places. They're trying to get like more food that's alive.
Yeah,
that's
I love
how
it.
I like to call it.
So that's a great one. Now, the third in for Living Foreverish is B vitamins with NSAIDs, right? Vitamin B supplementation enhances the efficacy of non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. That's your aspirin classic one, right?
Mm-hmm.
In patients with painful foot and ankle conditions. Yeah, and this was a multi-center prospective randomized controlled trial. This is important too because if with a lot of older adults, again, they're told by their doctors you got to exercise more, just get out there and walk. Well, a lot of them it hurts. And so I'm excited to see what we're going to talk about here. This looks pretty good.
Yeah, so the intervention was 100 milligrams twice a day of an anti-inflammatory medication or with the B complex. So you either had the anti-inflammatory medication by itself or the medication combined with a B complex twice a day.
Okay.
And they measured pain. There were also some questionnaires looking at quality of life, foot, ankle outcomes, but ultimately the B vitamin helped that medication to work better. And the idea is that we know that your B vitamins, many of them support the nervous system.
Right.
And they can help to regulate inflammatory responses, which would suggest a benefit for pain.
Yeah, this is really interesting, right? And talk about integrative medicine here.
Mm-hmm.
You're using basic nutrients to enhance the effect of a drug and reduce side effect, allowing people to get out there and move more.
Mm-hmm.
That's an in.
Yes, and they found that it was more effective in people who had been dealing with this pain chronically.
Yeah.
So
love that one.
Medicine at its best.
All right. Now the out. Remember, the out is what you want to avoid. These are things that can inhibit you from living foreverish. In this case, this is fatty liver disease, metabolic dysfunction associated steatoid. Say that.
You want me to say it?
I know I can say it.
Steatotic
liver disease. Just fat is what it means.
Yeah, fatty liver disease.
Yeah. Now this is not. We're not talking about alcohol induced. Right.
No, this is, and that's why. So let's just clarify what we're talking about is non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, but there was a name change a few years back to that they feel like better defines it because metabolic dysfunction. So we're talking about liver disease from cardiometabolic disease, which would be, elevated blood sugar issues, lipid issues, just overall metabolic dysfunction.
It's one of the most prevalent chronic non-communicable diseases worldwide. Like, did you know that? affecting nearly 1/3 of the adult population.
And most don't even know it.
You don't, because it doesn't feel like anything.
Yeah.
Well, you might. I mean, especially in severe cases, you might feel tired, fatigued. Some liver dysfunction stuff.
Yeah.
But for the most part, most people walking around don't even know it. Some people have referred to it as kind of the liver disease of lifestyle.
Oh yeah.
Which I think I agree with.
Mm-hmm.
And but here's okay. So, what are we going to do about this?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, lifestyle right there. So we got to eat better, cleaner, exercise, like all that kind of stuff that we don't want to do.
Yeah, but the researchers here, they were just looking at, again, an association between EPA and DHA. Those are our essential fats we get in fatty fish.
And how they're going to affect this, right? Okay.
So EPA, DHA, and its connection with fatty liver were examined. And I like they adjusted since it was association. So they factored out, okay, this is not due to age or sex or income or occupation or even adherence to Mediterranean diet and liver enzyme CRP. So they made sure none of those were kind of included or factored out of this analysis. And it all came back to higher EPA, DHA.
Yep. Higher total EPA, DHA intake was associated with lower odds of this metabolic dysfunction associated liver disease. Right?
I think that's really interesting. I think what stood out to me was that this is not an individual who is in general consuming a healthier diet.
Mm-hmm.
So because they took that out of the equation, like Mediterranean diet adherence. But they found that these specific marine foods, crustaceans. I'm sorry. No, let me just clarify that.
It was the fatty fish that was the best one. It was the
fatty fish. The people who ate I guess you're going to the local juicy crab spot and having the snow crabs with the butter and all that. That's not really what's contributing to this EPA
it's
and
the fatty
DHA.
fish. Yeah, eating the fatty fish, right? Mm-hmm. Mackerel is at the top of that list. Salmon, anchovies, sardines. Sorry, Dr. Crystal loves some sardines.
I do.
I do
too. Had some right now.
Yeah, and so there you go. That's the out. We don't want this type of metabolic liver disease. It can lead to cirrhosis and end-stage stuff. But great news, it is reversible. And it looks like, at least for now, there is an association between higher intake of these incredible polyunsaturated fats, these omega-3s, and the odds of getting this type of liver disease.
Yes, I mean, you definitely want to do it early because there is a point where the liver damage is not reversible.
Did you know you can go to liveforeverish.com and download, like, share, comment, and review hundreds of other episodes? What a great
tell me more.
I guarantee you, in this library of episodes, we've been doing this for over how many years now? I was about to say over 5 years, but it's way over 5.
2018.
It's a long time.
Do the math.
It's a long time. So a lot of episodes are there. Go check them out. And then our sponsor, Life Extension, wants to say thank you. If you go to lifeextension.com, just use the discount code podcast and you'll get 10% off $50 or more plus free shipping. That's at lifeextension.com. I'm Dr. Mike. That's
Dr. Crystal.
Thanks for listening.